y'all, and welcome to today's video. We have a lot of new makeup to judge. We are going to be looking at the new releases. We're gonna say cute, ugly, like it, gonna buy it, like it, not gonna buy it. Remember, if I roast something, if I say I hate it, it's terrible, who would want this, but you love it, guess what? I love it for you. We should all love what we want to love. It is totally okay to like different makeup from one another. We're just going to have a good time. We're not going to judge each other. We're just going to judge the makeup. It's going to be fun. I'm excited because there's some things to talk about. I want to hear your opinions. Let's jump into it. I moved my chair over to the side so I can pop up photos of the new releases. I will have everything I can linked in the description box, okay? The makeup I have on, yes, I did film it. I will have all the products I talk about, all my affiliated codes, discount codes, all of that will be in the description box. So definitely check there if you have any questions, because I pack it full. All right, let's talk first about this Wet n Wild release. So this collection actually dropped at Ulta. This is the Holiday Foxtrot collection. And I think this looks cute. This looks very holiday to me. I think the little packaging with the fox and the polar bear, super duper cute. But looking at the color stories of the palettes, I feel like they're very repetitive, which wouldn't matter if you're just buying one, but like if you wanted to get all of these, which, you know, like some people do, listen, I buy a lot. And I was looking at the palettes and I'm like, you know, some of the shades look like they're in each of the palettes. Like that kind of like berry type shade is in all three, and then two of them have greens that look very similar. Two of them have like peachy shades that are very similar. So I don't know, it at first glance I'm like, oh, those look cute, but then when I really look at them, it feels like maybe not a ton of thought went into this collection, and I don't really like that. That kind of puts me off of it, just thinking like, I don't know, and they all have kind of this deepened berry brown shade that I feel like is pretty repetitive. I don't know, it just feels like they went a little bit lazy, you know, I don't know, it kind of bugs me. But there's also sponges, like lip products. These look pretty. Of course, there is like a true Christmas red looking lip duo. I think that's very smart. I think it's very smart they did a more like bronzy, neutral type of lip. I think that's very nice. The blushes, I think they look okay. I would have preferred, since they're having like 3 blushes, maybe one could have been a little bit deeper. And I don't know, like overall, if I just look at the collection, I'm like, that's very cute. But then when I really look at it, you know, like get beyond the first impression, I do feel like some of the items in the collection are a bit lazy. I would love to know though, did you buy any of the pieces from the collection? Definitely let me know like what you thought of the quality, because this is at Ulta now. The eye and face palettes are $7.99 and those lip kits are $7.99. The blush and highlighters are $6.99, and those are a set, I believe. So yeah, let me know what you think. I would love to hear from you. I also think in the highlighters, maybe one could have been very light and one could have been a little bit deeper. I don't know, just to kind of not make them all so mid-tone. But if you tried it, I would love to hear what you think about the quality. Natasha Denona and the Xenon palette. Now, this was spotted at retailers over a month ago, I believe, is when I first saw the images of this. But Natasha Denona, the brand, has shown the palette. This actually released I'm filming this today on Saturday. You're watching this on Sunday. I saw that this was available if you signed into your account. So I did sign in. I did use my code Heather, my affiliate code Heather. You definitely don't have to buy this from the Natasha site though if you don't want to. This is also available today, the day that you're watching this. It's available at Ulta and October 23rd on other retailers. So you can definitely buy it from Ulta or other retailers. I don't believe this is coming to Sephora from what I could see. And of course, if you do buy it at Natasha, you can use my affiliate code. But I decided not to buy it from Ulta because Ulta loves to put palettes in bubble mailers and they arrive broken. I also have, listen, dealing with Sephora customer service is so wonderful. Like something goes wrong with your order, you let Sephora know. I've always had a great experience. Ulta, it's like getting a tooth pulled, getting teeth pulled. That's what I mean. You know what I'm saying? It's not easy to deal with Ulta customer service. So I'm like, this is a palette. This is a luxury palette at a luxury price point that I am very excited about. I'm like, I'm not going to take a chance. I'm not going to wear it at Ulta as much as I would love to get some Ulta points, but it is available there. So I will link it at the Natasha Denona site in the description box, and I will also link it at Ulta. So if you're curious, there will be both links. But I want to talk about this palette because gray is not my most favorite eyeshadow color to wear, but Natasha Denona is one of my favorite brands. Her shadows are so good. I love Natasha Denona shadows. I love all of her different formulas. I think they perform so beautifully. And the mini Xenon palette, I use that so much. It has a black that is phenomenal quality, and it has a light, like cream colored shade that is beautiful. It can be an inner corner highlight. It can be used to blend out shades. Like, I just love the mini Xenon, and the quality of every single shade is so good in that palette. So when I saw about a month ago that she was going to be releasing this palette, I'm like, as soon as Natasha Denona will take my money, I will give it to her because I need this. I will probably get the most use out of this palette as a companion palette, actually. I'm going to get this palette. Like I said, I already ordered it. I ordered it from the Natasha Denona site. As soon as it gets here, I will create looks. And I'll create looks just with this palette. But for me, the way I'm looking at it as an addition to my collection is more as a companion palette. I think this is going to be really pretty with some of my like all shimmer palettes. You know, I have all shimmer palettes from Adept and Unearthly that I absolutely love. I have some beautiful single shadows from Odin's Eye, Clionadh, Inslee Rain. I just ordered some from BellaBeauteBar. So I'm thinking this palette is going to be really beautiful mixed in with my multi-chromes shimmers, my like loose pigments, my flaky shadows. That's how I'm looking at this palette. I think it's going to be beautiful for that. I also have to say, in an all kind of cool toned palette, I really like that what looks like a kind of pop of navy and maybe a pop of a silvery pink. I think that gives some versatility to the palette. I mean, it's a 15 pan palette, so to take a couple of shades and do something that fits with the overall tone, but maybe a little different or unexpected, I think that makes the palette versatile. I also like that we have very deep shades and very light shades. I think I will really, really enjoy this in my collection as that companion palette. That's for me. Now, Natasha Denona is a pricey brand, but like I said, I really like her stuff. I'm always happy with the quality. I find myself like reaching for her stuff a lot. I want to pack it when I travel because it never fails me. Like her Love palette, was it the Love? The one that was pinks and reds and purples. Like, I remember I went to Havana for a week, and that was the only palette I brought, and I used it used it, loved it. I also think I will have fun mixing this palette with my Adept collab palette and my Unearthly collab palette. I think they're gonna like pair so well together. So I'm really looking forward to getting my hands on this palette. I would love to know if you're excited about this one. I really wish it would have come to Sephora. I don't know what's up with that, why it's not coming to Sephora, but it's coming to Ulta instead, which is nice for the Ulta points. I will give it that, but I was kind of hoping, I was like, well, maybe it'll come and then people could get it 20% off in the Sephora sale, but it doesn't look like that's gonna happen. So I'm excited for this palette though. I would love to hear your thoughts on it, because I know, listen, if you're not into cool tones in the slightest, I know this is not for you, but let me know your thoughts anyways. Okay, also in cool tones, let's go ahead and talk about this cool tone palette from Colourpop. This is the Cloud 9 palette. Now, Colourpop and Natasha Denona, they do not have similar formulas whatsoever, but I do think Colourpop makes really beautiful shadows. I don't think all of their palettes are created equally. Sometimes their palettes are good, sometimes their palettes are great. So I have really been having a good time with the Haunted Mansion palette that they did, and it has a lot of cool tones in here, but I think this is more of a true cool toned neutrally palette. This one is not for me because it's a lot of light shades. Like, it is a lot of light shades. I think, my opinion, of course, if you have a light or lighter skin tone, like lighter than light, light to lighter than light, this could be your perfect cool toned neutral palette. Maybe it could be a companion palette, but for me, just me, my skin tone, I don't know that I would get a ton of use out of this palette, which is fine. Colourpop has other cool tone palettes, don't get me wrong, but this is $19. Also, I feel like Colourpop's prices have gone up a little bit, which doesn't surprise me. The price of everything is going up, right? Milk, eggs, literally everything. So this is available now. I will link it down below. I have seen a couple of people talk about this palette and talk very highly about this palette. So I'm guessing the quality is probably there. It's just not for me. If I'm looking at the Xenon palette from Natasha Denona, it has so much like depth and light in the palette, and this one for me is just lacking a little bit of that depth that I would want. So this one I'm gonna pass on, but if you do want some cool tone shadows and you don't want to buy the Natasha one because you really don't want those deep shades, you want something a little light, you want to try some cool tones, maybe this could be a good option for you. I would love to know if you ordered this. Right now, at the time that I'm filming this, I'm only seeing it on the Colourpop site. I am filming this on a Saturday. I'm very excited because I'm going to be having my nephews and niece stay the night with me. It's going to be a full house. Like, it's going to be a full, busy house for the next day, night. So if this drops at Ulta, I will try my best to share about it, but I may be like up to here in like kids and Aunt Heather-ness. So I will put a link to it at the Colourpop site in the description box, but hopefully it shows up at Ulta. Sometimes things come to Ulta pretty quickly, sometimes they take a couple weeks. You just never know. Okay, so I mentioned last week, I think we briefly touched on the fact that BellaBeauteBar is releasing singles. I actually ended up buying all of these, okay? I bought all of these. I bought them all. They do have swatches on their website, but let's actually talk about these because there are handmade singles. I actually just got these in the mail. I want to make like a short or something kind of swatching them all because they are so beautiful. Like, I really want to use these. So yeah, I ordered all 6 of these shades that you're seeing here, and then I also ordered the multi-chrome single highlighter that they launched, and that one does come in a compact. Actually, you know what? Let me just grab it. okay, here we have it. I'm like, I know I have it. I will definitely do something with these because, listen, I bought them. The shipping was super fast, which I know on the website, BellaBeauteBar did say that they were going to be working super hard to ship these because they wanted everybody to get them before Halloween, which to me, that's super fun. I'm glad to have it before Halloween, but I'll be wearing a Halloween palette on Valentine's Day if I want to. You know, like, the calendar doesn't tell me when to wear my makeup, but of course I am happy to get it very quickly. So this is the Basic Witch highlighter. It's a multi-chrome highlighter. I cannot wait to try this on my face. And then all of the singles. There are multi-chromes and there are hollow chromes. So I bought these. I bought them all. You see in the photo. I think the photo of the singles looks really, really nice. It looks like you can kind of see some of the sparkle and shift. I mean, I literally just got these in. So I'm very excited to open them all up, see how they perform. I love BellaBeauteBar. They're a favorite for me. I want to mix these with my Natasha palette like that. All of this means I can't wait. I got in a package from EtahLove. This is their newest skincare release. I'm really excited. EtahLove sent me their new Pro Collagen Rose Micro Serum Plumping Hydration Serum. That is a mouthful. Now listen, you see me? You see me. I am oily. I have oily skin. There's no combo. There's no, you know, maybe this, like, I am oily. I remember in high school, there were several people who were like, ah, your skin's so shiny. And I'm like, ouch. Ouch. But listen, I have true oily skin, okay? Very oily. And I am prone to a breakout, and I live in a humid place. I live in a humid place. It is humid. I know it's fall here in the United States. I know it's autumn. The leaves are changing, but we're still wearing shorts and sandals, okay? Like, it's still pretty warm here. And I'm prone to breakouts. Like I said, I'm 36 also. Like, I'm no longer 20. So I really like to look at ingredients in my skincare before I just slap something on. I just like to tell you about my skin before I talk about skincare, before I give product reviews, all of that. This showed up today, so I'm going to test this out. Let me tell you the claims. I did look at the ingredients, and I looked at the first like 10 specifically, looking at ones that I wasn't sure about, seeing like were any of them comedogenic, and I didn't see anything. Like, they all had really low scores. So this is the EtahLove Pro Collagen Rose Micro Serum. It says that it delivers 72-hour hydration, supports and strengthens the skin barrier. It says it's perfect for dry, dehydrated skin, suitable for sensitive skin, plumps the skin, and it says it gives 3 times more hydration than hyaluronic acid. Now you may be saying, Heather, you don't have dry skin. I don't, but I use tetraenoin every single night. With that, it can cause a lot of dryness. I've been using it for like consistently for like a year. I would say the past few months I've been using it every single night, and with that I do have to use an oil or a night cream or some type of really good moisturizer after to make sure my skin doesn't dry out, to make sure my skin barrier is protected. So I think what I'm gonna do is start incorporating this at night on like as the last step in my skincare and see how it does. See if it gives me that beautiful hydration, no dry patches, nothing like that from the tetraenoin. That's how I'm planning to incorporate this. I'm really, really looking forward to it because it says it has a serum phase and it has an oil phase. So I'm gonna try it. Let me know if you want me to follow up on this because I don't know, something about it really sounded interesting to me. And it says during the month of October, they are supporting Look Good, Feel Better. Is that facing cancer with confidence? So I guess this is a foundation. And it says $10 donation from every sale of the micro serum in the month of October will go in honor of Breast Cancer Awareness Month. I also really, really liked that. So I'm looking forward to trying this out. It takes me a while to review skincare though. So if you would like a follow-up in a few weeks, a month, maybe more than a month, definitely let me know because I can follow up. I know what I like when it comes to skincare. I'm not super easily impressed, so I can definitely tell you my thoughts later on. Oh, Lunar Beauty, one of my favorite brands, honestly, one of my favorite brands. We have the Siren Sunset collection. So this is available now. I usually get PR from Lunar Beauty, so I have not purchased this. If Lunar Beauty does not send it to me, I am going to purchase it. Hear me now. I will buy this palette and all 3 liquid lipsticks. I will buy it. I'm going to give Lunar Beauty a week. If I don't get it in a week, I'm going to be on the site buying it because I must have it. Let's talk about this. First of all, the liquid lips. Lunar Beauty makes one of my favorite liquid lipstick formulas ever. They are non-drying. They feel so thin on the lips. It definitely doesn't give you that, my lips are so dry, they're a beautiful color, but I don't want to be on this planet anymore because they're so dry. It does not give you that feeling. It does not give you that feeling. It gives you color, beautiful shades, beautiful packaging, comfortable on the lips, and for me, they wear really, really well. So I think these shades are gorgeous. I love that we have this deep, like brownish berry burgundy shade. I love that we have kind of this, for me, what will be a very like mid-tone mauve brown, and then it looks like we have like a cool toned lighter brown. I really, really like this. So the way Lunar Beauty describes the lipsticks, $18 each. Cool tone nude, deep mauve pink, deep plum. And this is available now. I know there are bundles. Like if you buy the full bundle, you get it at a discount. If you buy things individually or, you know, just several things not in a bundle, you can use my code on that. Definitely don't have to. Definitely don't have to. But I think the bundle is already discounted. And I did watch Manny's video, and I believe that's the only thing that affiliate codes do not work for. But let's talk about the palette. So this is the Siren Sunset. I love that Lunar Beauty incorporated a moon on the packaging because that's classic Lunar Beauty, right? The moon. The color story, when I saw it revealed, I was not expecting it, honestly. I don't know what I expected, but this surprised me a little bit, and I'm really looking forward to having this in my hands and creating with it. I really like that we have enough neutrals in this palette that you can create a neutral look. I think that makes it way more versatile than had Lunar Beauty gone all colorful, because I know a lot of people really like to have some brown eyeshadow. I know a lot of people just like to have some brown eyeshadow and use pops every once in a while, or maybe incorporate a pop of color as liner or on the lower lash line. So I think having this many neutrals in the palette is very smart. I want that green. I want that green. I like these blues. I really want to create with this, honestly. I really want to create with this. I really do. I love blue and green together. I really want to play. I know Lunar Beauty also said that there are going to be like multi-chromes in this palette. And I don't think I've had a multi-chrome from Lunar Beauty. I love Lunar Beauty. I bought so many of their palettes. I'm so excited now to be affiliated with the brand because it is a favorite. And I want to try out the multi-chromes from Lunar Beauty. I'm excited for them to be like dipping their toe into the multi-chrome water. But I will say, I believe Lunar Beauty has a beautiful shimmer formula, so I'm just really looking forward to their shimmers also. I don't think every look needs a multi-chrome, but I do think they're very fun. This palette is $55, and Manny did say in his video that it is because of the multi-chromes that they're more expensive. It's not just that brands want to charge more for multi-chromes, it is that the pigments are more expensive. So I'm really looking forward to getting my fingers and my brushes into this palette. I love a green. Listen, I love a green. I love a green so much. So I'm really, really looking forward to this one. I would love to know what you think, though. Is this what you expected from Lunar Beauty? Did you expect something else? They did say this is going to be their last release of the year. So this is kind of their whole holiday launch, and I'm really looking forward to it. The past 2 releases we had from Lunar Beauty were more neutral leaning, so I'm excited to see the color. Nabla is giving us a baby side by side. I thought the name was so cute. Like, instead of mini, they said baby. I thought that was so cute. I have the side by side palette, and I remember really liking it. It has been a long time since I used it, but I really liked the mix of warm tones, cool tones, and true neutral shades. I thought it was really, really nice. This is available now, and this is the side by side nude palette baby. I was looking on the site, and it looks like these are all new shades, so I really like that they didn't just take side by side and pick out 9 shades from it. I like that they kind of made a new palette. This one does look more neutral, warm leaning, where, like I said, the original, just the side by side, not the baby, the mama maybe, the papa, I don't know. It did have cool tones, warm tones, and true neutrals. So I thought this was a good idea. I really like a 9 pan. I think there are like options and looks when you have 9 shades. So I really like that. There are full-size shades in different finishes. It's just a 9 pan instead of the larger palette. And there are sets. So with the palette, there is a lip color, a shadow stick, and a bag. I think that bag looks really cute, honestly. I don't need this, but I like it. You know, sometimes we can look at things. I shouldn't say we, me. Sometimes I can look at things and be like, that is really cute. I really like that, but it doesn't mean I need to buy it, because trust, I buy a lot of things. I buy a lot of things. So if I can say no, I try to. I bought the full, like, Inslee Rain matte, Twisted Tea Party. I wanted to say Mad Hatter. The full Inslee Rain Twisted Tea Party collection recently. So, listen, I've been spending a lot. I need to say no to 1 or 2 things here and there. So, yeah, I've got to say no. I feel a little attacked by this Madonna official collection makeup with Jared Blandino. Okay, so Jared Blandino was like the founder, creator of Too Faced. Sold Too Faced to Estee Lauder. And I guess at some time in their long career made a connection with Madonna, because we have this. The Madonna Celebration Tour Makeup Collection, inspired by some of Madonna's most iconic looks from her tours over the last 4 centuries. Okay. I get it. Madonna, an icon. Okay, I get it. I don't dislike the idea of Madonna having a makeup collection. Now listen, I'm not going to the Celebration Tour, so my opinion is just that. My opinion. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, right? But that's what I'm here to do. Share my opinion. I don't even know what to say. Like, this looks like child's makeup, but not even just child's makeup. It looks like the makeup that you see like in the costume section of Walmart. And I don't mean that mean. I love going to Walmart and they have the Halloween section right up front. I always walk through it. I'm like, what candy do they got? What decorations they got? I don't need anything, but I just want to see, you know? And you know, they always have that one section where it's like the face paints and the makeup and stuff. Perfect. Perfect when you're needing it for Halloween. I'm not bashing that, okay? This just looks like it belongs there. And at $25 for a mirror, $45 for a highlighter, $30 for a gloss, and $30 for a lipstick. If I saw this right now next to the Halloween makeup marked at 98 cents, I would believe it. I would not bat an eye. I would not pick it up. I would not add to cart. I just feel like Madonna deserved better. And what is this? If you love it, I love it for you. I do not want to buy it. You are not going to have to like compete with me on the website trying to get it. You do you. I just, when I look at it, it makes me feel itchy. You know what I mean? When you're like, scroll. I don't like it. I don't like to look at it. I don't understand it. Tell me. What do you think of this? Do you agree with me? Do you love it? If you love it, I love it for you. I have no idea about the quality, so don't even ask me. I don't even know about the quality. Don't even ask me. That highlighter, though, is so off-putting. And that mirror, like, even when I zoom in on the mirror, even when I look at the close-up, I'm like, is that just a screen print on a basic mirror? Like, it's not even special. Like, it's... I hate. Let's move on. In Europe, the Essence Merry Xmas My Dear collection is available. Usually, Essence, Catrice, they launch in Europe first, and then we get them in the States later. We don't get all the collections, but a lot of times, which makes sense because Essence and Catrice are European brands. I believe Germany, but I hate to guess, and I don't want to be wrong because people get so angry at me in the comments when I guess wrong. So, we'll leave it at Europe. I guess Germany if I had to. If I had to, I would guess. I think it's Germany, but I may be wrong. Please forgive me if so. This looks adorable. Do I need it? No. But is it cute? Yes. This is a lip mask in that deer, where you see the deer, you unscrew it and it's a lip mask inside. Adorable. That is Oh Dear Xmas is Here. There's a highlighter. It's a golden highlighter. That one that's kind of more like triangle shaped. I guess it's supposed to be like a reindeer head. I don't know. Eyeshadow crayons. Look, there's a lot of stuff. Okay, but the cutest packaging of all goes to that lip mask. So if you want like a Christmassy themed item to put you in the holiday spirit, I think that would be really cute. And Essence is usually at a really good price point. Like, hopefully this will come to Ulta because I think this is really cute. Even though I don't want to buy it, I could see this being something that a lot of people really like. New Revlon. So we talked last week about them launching like a skin tint and a serum-like blush. And these are available now for pre-order, so I will put them in the description box. But we have new items. So we talked about skin tint and the serum blush last week. Let's talk about the new drops. Color Stay Limitless Matte Liquid Lipstick. I want to try these. I like the twist up lipstick that is in the like suede formula. I really like that from Revlon. So seeing these, I could be into this. Limitless Matte Liquid Lipstick. These are going for $11, I believe. I don't know what shades I would like. Let me see. They're so beautiful. Maybe Manifest. Maybe Stir Me Up. Those look really beautiful. Maybe even Real Deal Beauty Shop. I don't know. I think these look really pretty. If I see these in store, I'm definitely going to pick a couple of up because I think they look really, really nice. They just look good to me. What can I say? What can I say? I would love to at least test them. There's also going to be launching Colourstay Multiplayer Liquid Gel Eye Pencil. So I'm guessing this is going to be like a very creamy eye pencil that should last a long time. So this is going to be $10 each. And I like the shades they're launching. I think I would definitely try the shade Fortress. Now, I was trying to see. It looks like Fortress may be a shimmer. So maybe actually I will skip that one. And there is a brown called High Stakes and a black called Checkmate. I don't necessarily need a new brown or black liner. So we'll see. It just looks the other ones maybe a little bit metallic, but I'm not sure. It doesn't say from what I can tell yet. Multiplayer Liquid Glide Eye Pencil. I want to try one. I want to see the formula. I want to see the quality. So I'll definitely be on the lookout for these. Let me know if you're interested in this new Revlon stuff too. Lawless is launching larger sizes in several of their glosses. They already did this with one of their shades, but now they're doing it in 3 other shades. So these are Ultra Shiny Gloss. It's softening the lips, hydrates the lip, and it says it visibly plumps. I don't like to be in pain when I put on a gloss. I don't like that tingle burning feeling. Lawless does not do that. What the Lawless gloss is so good about is making the lips look smooth. Like the finish of their products and the formula definitely does make the lips look smooth. And I feel like for that reason, they do look a little more like plump and full because it just smooths everything out. You have this beautiful gloss that the light is catching. So I think it's really smart that they're launching what they're calling queen size in their jumbo lip glosses because I have used an entire Lawless lip gloss up before. Like, I think it's a beautiful formula. So these are launching in 5.6 ml size. Milkshake, which is a pink champagne with a pearl finish. Daisy Girl, which is a soft baby pink, and Cherub, which is a warm pinky gold with a pearl finish. So these are going to be available on the 23rd at Sephora. And I actually need to look through my Lawless glosses because I have a lot. I've purchased some and they have sent me a few. And I need to see, I don't know if I have any of these shades actually. So I'm going to look because I would really, really like to pick one of these up during the Sephora sale. So let's segue that into the Sephora sale. Let me remind you. The Sephora collection products are going to be 30% off from October 27th to November 6th. I did post a video, like a get ready with me last week using some new products from Sephora, some old favorites from Sephora. I can definitely do another Sephora like recommendation video if you would like. Definitely just let me know. But Rouge members are going to be able to shop starting on the 27th. And then VIB and Insiders are going to be able to shop at 15% off and 10% off on the 31st. So you can use this in store or online. Code time to save. And it ends on the 6th. So just a reminder that the sale is here. If you do choose to support me and my channel by shopping through any of my Sephora links during the sale, I really, really appreciate it. You definitely don't have to, but I need to actually pick up a few things. I really, really need to film an empties video. I feel like I've emptied a lot of products and I need to repurchase some things during the sale. Like this, my Makeup Forever HD Skin Foundation. I'm wearing this today. And like I was scraped, like I had to unscrew the top and like fit it out on my hand today and then scrape the sides because I really love that foundation. So I'm like 20% off would be a great time to repurchase. Now listen, Black Friday is also coming up. If you prefer just to order directly from the brands, you'll get a better deal than the Sephora discount, of course. But I will say there is like convenience in buying things all from one place. So just throwing that out there. You know, whatever you want to do. Maybe you're on a low buy or no buy. Stay strong. Don't let the sale pull you in if you don't want it to. I'm going to be shopping the sale though. I did want to let you know that the Adept inspired palette is back in stock. At the time that I'm filming this, if it's out of stock by the time the video goes up and I don't realize it because I'm being Aunt Heather, I'm sorry. Auntie Heather has things to do. But at the time that I'm filming this right now, this is the final restock of the Inspired palette. I know they said that they weren't planning a restock, but I think so many people wanted this. So they brought it back for one final time. And it is in stock right now. This, hear me when I say, this is one of the best palettes of the year. So when I get ready to talk about the best makeup of the year, come December, expect this. Expect this to be in the tippity top, like in the top of my ranking, because I love this palette so much. So, yeah. Look at the green tones. If you're not into greens, this probably isn't for you, but it's full of multi-chromes and all the things. You can use my code to save. Again, you don't have to. You can use somebody's code. But this is a beautiful, 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 beautiful palette. All right, y'all, that's all we have to talk about today. If anything gets announced, shown, sneak peeked between the time that I'm filming this and the time that it goes up, we can definitely talk about it next week. Thank you so much if you ever tag me in the new releases on Instagram. I really appreciate it. It helps me know what y'all want to talk about, what you know, are most interested in, what you want me to share my thoughts on. I really do appreciate when you tag me in the new releases. I am really looking forward to sharing some of the videos I have coming, so please do subscribe if you haven't already. I just have lots of things to share. If you have any questions, I always try to link my makeup and everything like that. Everything I can, I try to put in the description box, but definitely let me know if you have any other questions in the comments. Let me know your thoughts on these releases. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you're having an amazing day, and I will see you very soon in another video. Bye!